I remember when I was younger and I would go to the doctor, I remember always being fascinated by the stethoscope because, the doctor would place it on my chest and you can hear, the heartbeat. And so I remember the one time I was looking at it and I was like intrigued by it, and the doctor's like, "Do you want to try it out?" And so, of course, the little kid wants to put on the stethoscope. And so he put it on my ears and he held it to his own chest and he said, "Do you hear anything?" And all I could hear was the boom, 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 the heartbeat. There's something about the heart, because the heart gives life to the rest of the body. One of my teachers at school says that the Mass, the Eucharist, is the beating heart of the church. If we think about that image for a second, think about the image of the heart. Just as the heart expands and draws all the blood in from the rest of the body, so too in the Mass, in the Eucharist, Christ draws us into communion with himself. And just as the heart contracts and sends blood to bring life to the rest of the body, so too in the Mass, at the end of the Mass, we hear the words, "Ite missa est," often translated as "go in peace," but a better translation would literally be, "Go, she has been sent, the church has been sent." So every time, my friends, when we come to the Mass, we are experiencing this beating heart of the church. We are drawn into communion with Jesus as we receive him in the Word and in the Eucharist. And at the end of Mass, we are sent forth into the world to preach the gospel. So next time at your Mass, think about that image of the beating heart. Think that in a moment you are drawn into Christ's love, into his total embrace through Holy Communion, and then sent out to the world to bring life to the world, to preach the gospel, and to bring his presence, his life into the world for the very sake of gathering back in, for the very sake of bringing others into that communion with Christ. So never let the heart stop beating.